Today we want to take up the most burning question of financial management, that is, and one of the basic question of the financial management is what should be the objective of financial management, whether it should be profit maximization or whether it should be wealth maximization. Maximization means shareholders wealth maximization. Which is better and which should be taken by the finance manager, we will have to see. After discussion we'll conclude which one is better. Hi, my name is CA Praful Yadav and welcome to this YouTube channel, and let's proceed for the topic itself. The profit maximization objective talks about, for a given amount of input, we have to produce maximum, and in other words we can say, for minimum outputs you will have to produce maximum output. That is the mindset behind the profit maximization objective, that you have to produce more from less, or use less, produce more. The underlying rationale behind this objective is efficiency, efficient utilization of financial resources. So finance manager's mindset is efficiency and allocation of resources is properly or not. Now, profit is the most appropriate measure of firm's performance. This is the thinking process of finance manager in the profit maximization objective. And that is why the manager considers only at a short-term level, and sometimes for single period only, that I have to earn more and more in this particular year, or for that matter in next 2 years, but it does not consider long-term vision. Because when you consider about maximizing profit, you consider only up to a certain level and not beyond that. That means key objective of profit maximization is, within a given period you have to maximize profit. And one important factor is, a firm may maximize its short-term profits, but sometimes it may happen that particular course of action which has been taken by a finance manager can be dangerous in the long term. Long-term profitability may be affected due to the short-term profits. That is why profit maximization objective is short-term. Now let's discuss about wealth maximization. Wealth maximization means maximization of NPV. NPV that is net present value. Net present value of course of action. Course of action means finance manager is deciding upon which deciding upon a particular project. Say it want to enter the firm want to enter into specific product in FMCG. If that particular product's demand is high in the current environment, it will estimate for how long that particular product will be in demand. So suppose here he will he the firm decided after market research that 5 years is the period of this course of action, this particular product. So what will happen now, that the benefits and cost associated with all these years will be estimated, and then the benefits and costs of all the years will be brought down to 0th year, and for that present value, because that is called present value, because in order to compare a long-term project, we have to take the values today, considering the time value of money, because 1 rupee to uh, today's $1 or 1 rupee is not equal to 5 years down the line 1 rupee or $1, due to inflation, interest rates, etc., due to returns and opportunity cost. So PV of its benefit less PV of its cost is equal to NPV, or a wealth maximum. Due to this course of action, how much wealth has been generated? Due to this activity, how much wealth has been generated? This is the mindset of a finance manager when considering any particular course of action. Where here you would say how this NPV is calculated, or how this PV has been arrived. So basically you understand that expected rate of return has been taken to arrive at the 0th value, and in the coming videos we'll also take up the NPV, net present value concept, so wait for that particular video. Now you have understood the mindset of finance manager. Now if wealth is created out of any course of action, it is bound to happen that market price fluctuation will be there. If there is a positive NPV, then market price will go up, and shareholders also wants liquidity. So dividend decisions are also one of the important factors, because all the money cannot be given to shareholders, otherwise this would mean exactly like exactly like profit maximization. Here other factors like retained earnings, where out of earnings we are retaining some portion, and we are not paying dividend, and we are retaining that earnings for profitable outlet. We will use that particular fund for profitable output to gain more wealth, more net NPV. This is the wealth maximization theory. Now if you look at here, the example we have taken, the mindset is long term. It considers the long term perspective, and hence we can say that here risks and uncertainties are also involved. So for risk and uncertainties, the expected rate of return is already there, so risk and uncertainties are already covered over here, because higher the risk, the higher the expected rate of return by the shareholders. Though, so discounting will be done on the higher rates. Higher the benefits, higher the NPV. Hence, it considers profit maximization as well. Profit maximization is also being considered by the wealth maximization, though not only the profit maximization, other factors like availability of other opportunities, market price, dividend decisions, and earnings, all those factors combined are given, has to be seen in the wealth maximization. This is the way in which a finance manager thinks when wealth maximization objective has been set. Now, let's compare profit maximization versus wealth maximization objectives on certain factors. For example, whether business is earning more and share price is increasing, profit maximization is not considering about the share price. It is also only considering about the earnings, and that too in the short term. So, wealth maximization, in the other hand, is considering share price maximization as well, earnings as well, dividend decisions as well, long term perspective. So, we can say wealth maximization is winning over here. Now, whether business can maintain liquidity, because liquidity is one of the important factors of any particular business or firm, because if liquidity is not there, you will not be able to pay your employees, your creditors, and your debts, interest, ets- and even dividend you cannot pay if you don't have liquidity. So, retained earnings and dividend decisions and utilization of funds, all those things are considered just to maintain liquidity. That means here also wealth maximization is winning. That objective is winning. Whether business can put available funds into proper use, here the profit maximization is considering only about the short term, and it is only considering that you produce more and more by less input given. But what about after the profits, you generated the profits, how to use that? In profit maximization, it will be distributed, not there will not be there is not available non availability of funds. But in wealth maximization, retained earnings is there, so wealth maximization objective is also winning over here. If we see whether business can meet the financial commitments, that means whether the company will pay dividend, whether the company can repay its debts, can company repay its interest obligations, all these factors are to be considered, and wealth maximization is also winning over here than profit, because profit does not consider all these factors. It is only considering short term profitability. But debt debt repayment is for longer term, say for 5 years, 10 years. We take we issue bonds for longer period of time, but profit maximization is not considering it, wealth maximization is considering it. Whether objective is considering the business risk and uncertainties, definitely wealth maximization is considering, but profit maximization is not considering due to short term perspective. Whether timing of return is considered, whether timing of returns is considered. In wealth maximization, present value is calculated of benefit and cost both. That means timing of return is considered over here. But in the profit maximization, typically short term returns are only taken. So here we can say that wealth maximization is better objective. On all these six parameters, wealth maximization is the better objective. So we can conclude that wealth maximization objective of financial managers is better for every stakeholder, for creditors, for shareholders, for employees, for government, for shareholders. And because if there is no liquidity, how governments will receive tax or how employees will receive its salaries, how uh, creditors will get its debt payment on time. Wealth maximization objective should be the way forward for any finance manager in the finance field. And any topic, if you are doing any topic, say for example investment decision, dividend decision, every time we have to think about the wealth maximization, that is market price increase, and what is the growth of the firm in the longer term, and what would be the dividend decisions which has to be taken. Thank you very much for the patient hearing, and more is going to come in near future, so stay tuned. Please subscribe this channel, and you will get the benefit of upcoming videos as well. Thank you. Thank you all.